can Taiwan's military work with the U.S. military? Let's start with something the U.S. and Taiwan both agree. Taiwan should focus on asymmetric warfare. One key concept behind asymmetric warfare is asymmetry of cost. In other words, how can we use minimal resources to win against an enemy with much greater resources? During the Russia-Ukraine war, Ukraine regained control of the strategically important Snake Island in the Black Sea, largely through the use of the Neptune anti-ship missile. It only took 2 of these missiles to sink the Moskva, the flagship of Russia's Black Sea fleet, a powerful warship that weighed over 10,000 tons. In the Taiwan Strait, Taiwan must develop weapons similar to the Neptune that are cheap, portable, and accurate. There is little disagreement between Taiwan and the US on this subject. We both think that asymmetric warfare should be Taiwan's primary strategy. Now, let's take a look at where Taiwan and the US might not see eye to eye. The first area is that Taiwan wants to expand its defense perimeter. Our ideal situation is that we are able to destroy Chinese jets as soon as they leave the runway and Chinese ships as soon as they leave their docks, instead of at a median line in the Taiwan Strait. Some US strategists think we could shrink our perimeter to within 5 to 10 km offshore, making Taiwan easier to defend. This is also why the US and Taiwan disagree on Taiwan's domestic production of submarines.
我们的国造企业的战斗系统是来自美国，美国卖几套战斗系统给我，我们就能造几艘。那我现在比较担心是华府目前因为非常的重视不对称作战，非常强调不对称武这种系统，可能不会太支持我们去增加前进的兵力。我的推测是这样，美国海军多多少少认为说，到时候他的核子潜舰可以搞定这些问题。但对我们来讲，我们跟美国之间没有共同防御条约，所以当共军犯台的时候，美国什么时候参战，对我们来讲是未知数。
This brings us to another issue in Taiwan-US cooperation: strategic ambiguity. The United States wants to maintain the most flexibility and advantage in both its relationship with Taiwan and with China, so it keeps everything murky. This leaves Taiwan with no idea how far we need to defend ourselves before the US intervene. But just because we aren't eager for this scenario doesn't mean we don't have the will to fight. According to a March 2023 survey, when asked if the Chinese Communist Party used force to invade Taiwan, would you be willing to fight to defend Taiwan? 73% of respondents answered yes, and 85% of the population supports extending the mandatory military service period from 4 months to 1 year, with around 63% strongly in favor and 22% somewhat in favor. There are several initiatives currently in place to strengthen Taiwan's defense. Number 1, upgrading our military. Taiwan's defense budget increases annually to ensure the military has the resources it needs to continue improving. Number 2, updating our reserve system. 5% of Taiwan's population of 24 million, we could fulfill all of our military needs.